Hi everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the and welcome to today's episode of the Soul Chapters. Today we'll be talking about labels, and with me to go with us through this journey is my friend Lesley. Lesley, introduction.
It's giving that video where she's like, this is my friend
Valentina.
and she's an ally.
Talk, Valentina. Ally.
So it's giving hi.
Oh my God.
Lesley. I'm glad to be here.
Oh my God, it's amazing to have you. Would you like to give the listeners any history of our friendship? Tell them how we met, the meet cute story, how I met your mother, how I met your father, our story.
Our story, let's hold hands.
Yes, we do.
Let's go back in memory.
Guys, I'm crying.
So we met in high school. My third high school.
Guys, it was meant to be.
My third high school.
She had to meet me in Doakai.
We met. She was good. She was nice. You're actually one of the first people I talked to in that school.
Yeah. What were your first POVs of me?
This guy had a very unique walking style.
Where?
He was so hard to ignore. You were so noticeable. It's just the way you walked. And I just knew. I just went through this guy.
You know, these guys have always made fun of me about like my posture. I low-key feel you all are the reason I even lost it. I just got tired of the constant ridicule.
It was giving preppy, old money stick up my ass kind of walk. You know, like what? I'm so rich that you peasants shouldn't talk to me. Like,
oh my God!
It had something about it. It was just too much.
Oh my God! No, but surely, okay, no, you guys. I think the thing about my posture back then was not to brag, but I was like a pianist, and I used to be the school pianist.
It looks like a pianist who, in their free time, they go horse riding. Like it was just.
Oh my God, that's so specific. What I see it.
It really is, but that's what it was given. For sure.
My first POV of Lesley was, again, I called her, and I've always been shady, by the way. I'm a nice person, but if I have an opinion, and you'll hear it. So I remember, I think I was with Brianna, and I was just like, have you seen that new girl? She looks like such a bitch. And then Brianna, I think, was one who was assigned to walk you around.
Yeah, sure. She's the one who was supposed to tell me about the school and whatnot. So we actually hit it off. She was actually like my literal first friend.
Yeah, and with me being friends to Brianna, vis-a-vis, whatever, French word, we became friends. Ad-lib. So yeah, that's how I met your mother, kids. That's how I met Lesley, and it's just been all love ever since. Like,
it's been a roller coaster though.
In the first week of us meeting, I remember she was in drama like 4 times.
And she wasn't that deep.
Each time I go for like a school like event, let's say today nimeenda German contest. Nikirudi, can't even believe what happened. The next day nimeenda math competition.
I used to make life interesting though. Like that's what made life interesting.
She was an icon of her time, guys.
You know, you never have to. You can never know your next move.
Let me tell you, when I was getting bored of high school, the universe dropped this beautiful being in my high school, and all of a sudden, I'm seeing someone being expelled more times than the rule even guarantees for it.
So like we were always. I feel like they used to pre-print those expulsion letters.
That was some nonsense.
Like they just used to know this weekend we just have to give another expulsion scare.
But me, you brought so much fun into my life. Like all of a sudden I was in school with someone and anavunja CCTV cameras. Mtu ana sneak in simu na nakula SIM card.
I didn't even remember this.
You're an icon. I'd go home and then my mom would just talk about you like you don't exist.
This is not your feeding them. Don't get your buyer. I know.
Oh my God, it's so hilarious though. Kwanza vile nilisikia, I remember I was coming to school, like, why is this not coming back? See, she broke whatever cameras. I was just like, surely. Surely.
And then I break a CCTV camera and then I walk in front of another one. Only the one that I just broke. Like, that was amateur hour. Like, I deserved to be caught. Because what was that?
Oh my
There
god.
was no better escape plan.
Let me tell you. Oh my god. I don't even think I want to put this on the internet, but we'll see that I'll bleep it out later. When you got your tattoo and we almost got caught by this.
Oh.
This girl got a tattoo and like, let's say it's in her chest going down like her
But it wasn't
tummy.
their beef, it was my skin, like literally.
No,
like,
imagine
yeah.
it means like she has to open her shirt to like show it to me when like I'm going to see her bra and whatnot, but like guys were grown-ups, right? CCC mapisi. So we go and we just freaking, she like we're in the corner of a class and she looks like she's showing me her bra, like opening her shirt for me, like create the visual, guys, singumu. And then our math teacher just decides to
walking. Yeah, my heart stopped. Like my heart actually
First of all, I'd worked so hard to create the brand of teacher's pets. Like that moment shook me. Ever since then, I don't think.
Yeah, but I don't think she clocked it.
Me, she just me. I was called and she was like, Lesley is bad company. You should stay away from her. Yeah.
Do you know there's a teacher who told
I should have listened.
Brianna, Ati. Ati should have listened. Oh my god. There's a teacher who told Brianna, Ati, just pray you don't have kids like Lesley.
Guys.
Oh my god, I was like, these teachers are my ops.
These are supposed to be our teachers,
What did I
guys.
do to them? Like, it's not that deep. Just some harmless fun can there, kidogo. Mtu anasema ati, I pray you never have kids such as this. Like, it's not that deep. It's not that serious.
And you think that about another child. Another child you've been entrusted with, like, yeah, or crazy.
Anyway.
And they wonder why we're turning out the way they are.
But it's just something to something. It's always good, but it's some good nostalgia to just look back.
It is.
Yeah.
But anyways, in our origin story, in our love story,
actual origin story, like
crazy.
We even went through a whole villain arc.
By the way, we really did. We really did at the same time.
Yeah. We went through all the arcs.
Anyways, every different trope. So after that, he manages to manipulate a whole group of 5 people to go to USIU with her. Because let me tell you,
which better option you have?
The more I think about it, the more I realize this girl had been planting seeds from the second we entered year 11.
We finished.
I think it was just our first.
And then I created our WhatsApp group.
Okay, immediately. So like,
that's my agenda.
Guys, so when are we getting our admission papers to USIU? They went and sent us the PDFs. We had them for every course. I'm sure they didn't have to do any work. Like when it came to look USIU resources, where?
That's what you call
alikuwa nazo. Alikuwa nazo.
You know, school spirit. I had it.
Me here I am. My father is like, oh, go look at other universities. Me, I'm struggling. I'm going through this university.
So ungeenda wapi? Where else would you have gone?
Imagine.
Because don't say Strat.
Yeah, imagine. That's even the way she won us over. So that's like too much trauma from that high school is in that university.
Everyone is there.
We need a break. We need a new start.
Like it was like a pipeline.
It was. It was
one-way ticket to Strathmore. Like I was just like, you need to grow. You need to break out of the character you had. Like see what life has. You can't be a different person when there's so many people remembering who you are. They just keep shoving it on you, yeah. Which takes us to our topic about
have you guys heard how she's done that? Gaslight, gatekeep, girlboss with a sprinkle of manipulation. Because what the fuck? Me, I still don't understand, but yeah, we ate it up and ended up in USIU, and now we're just really close friends, and I love her so much, and I'm just happy you're here. So let's start on the topic. Yeah. Yes, sir. So today we're talking about
labels,
right?
Labels.
And I don't know, thoughts. Let's just start on genuine thoughts on labels.
Labels.
You're like, no, I don't know. The labels, I mean, like the identifiers that people, I don't know, the many boxes society has created for people to help identify themselves, if that's what people say they're meant for. Yeah. But
so, which category do you want us to start from?
Just in general, do you think they're good for humanity?
I feel like they help us with like a sense of community.
Yeah.
They help us feel, like there's a niche of people who can agree to what you're saying and they can really, feel what you're going through. So I feel like it helps in grouping, characterization of people. It's just a normal thing to do.
Wait, but now, like, how does that not lead into like aspects of segregation?
Okay, now, hot take.
Are you sure? Are you sure you want to start with another hot take, babe?
Well, hot take, yeah. Segregation is not that terrible. Listen. No, I'm not saying. I think some people have rights, others don't have rights, yeah?
Mhm.
I'm just talking about, like, sometimes it's always good to have that sense of community deep.
Mhm.
For example, if we had, like, purely black schools and purely white schools, something like that, yeah? The black people can at least exchange cultures within, something only black people can appreciate without the white people getting involved and it being called appropriation.
And then let's talk about something then, like you're a black girl in a white school and there's one other black girl, right? And let's say you're all like it's kindergarten, your first instance of school that you're all meeting. I feel like it just paints the wrong image to be like, I'll just go to her because we have the same hair.
But it's more relatable, like who else will understand your afro?
You've already put yourself in a box.
It's not really a box, it's more like we have something in common.
Yeah.
We have something to talk about already from the get-go.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe it's just from genuinely who I am. I've always been comfortable with myself and being myself around people. So whenever I'm put
I feel like
in
your utopian world is very metropolitan.
very
metropolitan.
Very.
It's just you like diversity to
an extreme.
You really do.
Yeah, but
like there's nothing wrong with a little bit of uniformity here and there.
No, I just think like no, babe, hear my perspective. But really, it always is a kumbaya moment. But like my POV is like me, where it came from. Whenever I was put in any new environment growing up, I was so like very much in my Delulu energy that I was comfortable with myself regardless of how people sort it.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to seek comfort in community because I was okay as an island. Maybe it's because I'm like a last born and like the age difference between me and my older brother is huge. So I spent a lot of time like being comfortable by myself.
Yeah.
But like from that POV, whenever you put me in a field of new people, I would not look for here are the boys. I would not look for here are people in my class. Me, I'd be the class 4 going to Piga stories with class 6s because
yeah,
whether they'd like me or not,
that's not your worry.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what that limits.
The labels limit that sense of individuality
and like just intensifies segregation to an extent.
Everything to an extreme is always negative. A little bit of everything is always
I guess
good.
You're right. Yeah, it's never like a balance.
Yeah, we always need to try for the balance at the end of the day. I feel like labels are not terrible, but they're not really doing a great service.
No, I agree. Like I believe like vegan labels in food, lactose intolerant, like important medical labels that are required. Sure. But in Kiru's utopia, please kill them too. Create your own box. Yeah. And let your own box speak for itself. Yes, it might be similar to other people, but it's also going to be different to other people than what culture we have today. Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like we could just use a little less labels in the world. We could just try not, segregate too much, like go into the small niches.
No, but like it's fully a problem. Like, like how many times have me and you been like, okay, we get it, you're gay, but why is that your entire personality?
Yeah.
Because you've been put in that box of gay that you just consume so much gay culture and whatnot that
it's actually a burden. It's like you're given a role, now act it. Like you have to play the role. Yeah. Like, you just have to do what's been
as much as I can consume so much into a certain form of culture, I'm still Kiru. There's so many aspects. Like me, I feel like I'm my own brand and I consume content. Period.
Yeah, that's a good stance.
But then seeing people who are like, yes, God, blah, 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 like cute for you, but if it doesn't feel right, because there's some people who genuinely have grown up in that culture, right? But then like there are people who just force it because it's what's out there
Yeah.
and what they're trying to align with, or the box they're trying to fit in with so bad.
And it's always like a sort of internal struggle, because I can't say I haven't been there. Like that one for, okay, let me snatch any label I can and let me just try conform to it. 'Cause,
Really?
yeah, it gives you a sense of security, like it's just the default settings. So even if you winded off, like yani umepiga corner wrong, you still have some sense of security because you're playing something fixed.
I don't think I've ever minded even like being the odd one. So
there's been it depends also on the environment. There's some places, as much as you want to be the odd one, you have to have a
that's
bit
what
of
me and you I think are
conformity.
quite very different. I feel like you, once upon a time, as much as you're very authentically you, you are very status quo.
Because it's something about just sometimes there's always that pressure of I'm not a worry all the time. I'm not a worry. How many arguments can you have to defend yourself? Yeah, like everything. Like you wear a piece of clothes, you have to defend yourself. You walk a certain way, you have to defend yourself. Sometimes it's just easy. You just slip into that role that they've designated, and then you live your life bila stresses na pressures za watu wa kukuambia,
Yeah.
You're not doing this right. You're not being a girl right. You're not doing this right. Like, just do it and then shut up. Sometimes it's choosing picking your battle. For me, I got exhausted.
Yeah.
I think I have exhausted myself when I was still a bit too young.
Yeah.
I got into those heavy topics really young. Fighting. I got tired.
Yeah.
I got tired. 11 expulsions along the way. Suspensions. Like, it just got, okay, let me just fit in.
Yeah.
But it's not, I feel like we really shit on vanilla shit.
I like vanilla shit.
Vanilla sometimes, it's just okay.
Yeah, guys.
Like,
you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah. It's nothing new under the sun. Just take what you can.
For me, I think it's all a matter of, like, again, my upbringing that makes me so different. Again, me, my brother, it's very bro-brother.
Do you also feel like it's a bubble Nanyuki could afford you? Like, do you think it would have been the same
honestly,
if you were in Nairobi?
Honestly, thinking of all our Nanyuki friends, we kind of are all like that.
Yeah.
We are all kind of like, this is me, Dilulu, take it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, to some extent, it's when it comes to like social situations where the status quo matters, you've seen it affect where we fall in that status quo.
Yeah.
And us just not care and continue moving on.
Yeah.
And I think that money shot that one.
Yeah.
That's like so crazy. I never thought about it like that.
If it was Nairobi, you'd have been exposed to a different set of variables, and it wouldn't have come out the same.
I'm still about to blame all of that on labels because it's
and how enforced they are in some places than not. That's why I'm telling you, Nairobi.
That's a cool perspective.
Yeah.
Because growing up in Nanyuki, I would say my first. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but my first encounter, like, with myself and being like, damn, Andrew, actually privileged, is. This sounds like some rich shit. Calm down. Calm down.
Andrew, you're privileged. I felt that. It's not a privilege in my bones. Tell me about your privilege, Kiru.
I think because when I was young, I really didn't like care at all about like the house. I didn't even think our house was that big, which like now growing up, I'm just like, damn, my parents did well for themselves, right?
Yeah, they did something.
Me, I grew up watching Disney and seeing white people houses and being like, me, I'm just a regular person, And the thing
is, sounds like a vibe to grow up.
The thing is that also like a bunch of like other like richer white people, so you don't even feel like you're high class at all. You just feel like you're regular guy. And like we had friends who had townhouses, who I'd go to the houses which are still townhouses, but they look so nice on the inside, and I'd always want to sleep over all the time. Like the matter of socio-economic class as labels, because that's a societal label, didn't come into play. Did not exist. Me, I was just vibing everyone.
So when did that hit you? Did it hit you from like high school, uni?
From primary, when I went to boarding, and I was in like an institution with now like kids who also grew up in Nairobi, where you just hear like, oh wow, this person has these shoes. And I just like, guys, people just wear what they want. oh, this person, look, they bought these cheap things. I sold them at Butter for this much. And you guys, you know, we also have my friend Steve in the room with us. But you guys, you know Mount Kenya.
Yeah.
And it's... Guys, I feel like that's when all of a sudden, when I was going to school, I was just like, Mom, I want Nutella as my spread.
Yeah.
I want, because I remember my first time there, I went to just like regular jam and like the Skippy spread.
Now you really had to establish your dominance back.
You know?
Yeah, you really had to show them, you know, I didn't get this as a big deal, but let me show you, I can do it.
Yeah. And I think for 2 terms, I did the whole Nutella thing. And I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I started being different.
Yeah.
I was like, not different, not like being like, I carried marmalade to school.
That's different.
That's so different. But like, this is like, maybe you guys know how I'm into food. Started like trying out different jams, like the healthy you jams, just different chunky jams that have like actual like fruit pieces inside. I just kept on trying out different things. And the fun thing about this was after every time when you close school, you go home with all these jams, and I'm just lucky built a collection of different jams, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Right? And which just further on pushes to show how like individually me I was.
You know, for a second I disconnected the two.
But until I brought it back.
Yeah, I need to see the full circle. And I was like, jams. Yeah, I can't make it. I contact you, but like, we're talking about jams.
No, I was like, I said it later.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's...
I get that.
Yeah, it's like, Nanyuki really just built in that dilulu. Like, for me to even try do the Nutella thing, not necessarily worth it. You know? And that brings us to the end of part 1.
Guys, we just had to split it in 2 good
episodes. And it's worth it, guys. It's fun. It's fun and fresh. So,
yes, sir.
go to part 2 right now. That's all.